Okay, welcome to Berry King Waterproofing, the hardest working waterproofing channel in all of South Africa. On this channel, I show you how our company waterproofs people's homes and make sure that it gets 100% waterproofed and up to 80% maintenance free. If you've never subscribed to our channel, please click the like button and subscribe so you can get to see all our videos that we create for you to better understand what we do. We're no Bucky Brigade and we don't do pup and lup. And if you want pup and lup, there's a 5,000 of them standing on the side of the road, and that's where you need to go. Bye for now. Okay, this particular house that we're looking at here, you can see how the grass is sort of overgrown. This house went on auction, sold for 5.1 million inside Serengeti. You can see how their garden is overgrown. They are somewhat on the golf course. So the client has paid me to go through the entire house and to assess literally everything that potentially could be an issue. You can see the pool is just completely left behind. There's probably sharks. Oh, there's a frog down the bottom there already. And yeah, they've got this American style roof on the top, which is really good. So 5.1 is a hell of a bargain. If you think a house like this would probably go for about 10, 11 million. So stay tuned while I go around the house to show you all the problem areas that may or may not be visible around the house. You can see the walls. Yeah, so bad. Okay, we'll get upstairs shortly. But it just shows you how much water has entered these walls. Okay, so we basically completed the ground floor. Definitely signs of rising damp only in certain areas. Majority of the damages I'm finding are around windows, which potentially the window either isn't installed correctly, the rubbers could be damaged, and at the same time you've got issues of no sealant between the plaster and the frame, which obviously has allowed water to enter over the years into the structure. We're now on the top floor, so we're walking ourselves around. We see a lot of hairline cracks that they've opened up over the areas of the Gamma Zenith, not the Gamma Zenith, sorry, the Rhinolite. And now we're at a point now where we're really starting to find the damages that has been caused by, oh my word, sure, this is insane. Look at that. Oh wow, look at this. Sure, and this wall. Whoa, that's absolutely madness. Sure. Okay, as you can see, these areas here where you see the dark stain marks on the walls, this shows you that the amount of water that's actually trapped in the brick and in the actual plaster. And the only way you can actually resolve these problems is, one, put a dehumidifier in, start absorbing the water trapped inside the walls, or option two is apply our waterproof plaster over the existing plaster. Or remove the plaster directly to the brick, use a dehumidifier, and then apply the waterproof plaster directly to the raw brick. However, the plaster has a nice Rhinolite finish, so you wouldn't need to still apply a Rhinolite over the existing plaster. So this is what they call torch-on waterproofing. If it's done properly, it will last. But you can see this one, there's a lot of tacky areas, which tells me that the water underneath has found its way in. A lot of areas are cracked around the outlets itself. There's a lot of patched areas that have been done. There's a lot of ponding areas. As you will notice, that there are seams, and these seams are generally about a 4 mil, and then you put another seam on top of it, or should I say a torch on underneath it, and then a seam on top of it. So it makes it between 8 and 9 mil. So any water that's over 10 mil will be able to follow its way to the outlet. Any water that's below 8 mil, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, all of that, it sits behind because it can't go over the seam. So these are the areas that obviously start deteriorating and start cracking through the torch on waterproofing. As you can see here, it's what I refer to as cracking, and then the water starts finding its way into the actual screed, and then with gravity it starts entering the ceilings and the plaster, and the list goes on. Just starts really damaging the areas altogether. There's one outlet here that is just so bad. You can see how badly cracked it is on the inside. So generally we would remove this rotten cheese, put our Berry Seal 250 down, 10-year guarantee, zero maintenance, handles 100%